Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Today we're going to be doing some of those new rogue drone sites that exist that you can do in nullsec. It is for capital ships. It's a capital based activity that is going to be released in the future, and I'm going to try these out on the test server because they were actually released on the test server. So since you can get capital ships in HiSec in the test server, I'm actually going to be able to do this right here in Ikuchi. These are apparently one of the new ways of making income for capital ship pilots that are going to be like a step up from ratting or classical nullsec ratting. Before we get into this, I wanted to just announce the winners of the previous skin giveaway. We had this Vedmax scope syndication skin that was being given away before. 3 of these guys got this. It is Lord Risha, Adam Wallash, Henry Monteclair. You guys will all get your very own Vedmax scope syndication skin in due time, and we will be having more giveaways in the future. Alright, so you can see here I'm using a Phoenix. This is a Caldari Dreadnought, and it is absolutely too big for this station right here. The camera can't even zoom out properly because of how this is not really meant to be in these kinds of stations. But that's how it is. That's how it is. The reason I also wanted to check out these sites is because apparently they can drop good loot. I don't know if they can still do that, but someone on the EVE Online Reddit posted this and showed that they got officer mods from one of these sites they did. So that's quite interesting right there. You can get these officer mods. If these drone damage amplifiers are easier to come by, I'm going to get very hyped for that because I would love to put some of those on my Gilas in the Abyss. With nice big kill mails for people who want to gank. So we'll do this. The way it works is that you have these like CONCORD rogue analysis beacons. You deploy these. I've never actually tried this before. This is the first time I'm ever going to try doing this, so there might be some mistakes because this is a completely new feature. One thing to also note is that this is the first time I'm ever going to be undocking right here in a capital ship. I've never undocked in a capital ship before. I actually had some skill injectors that I was able to inject on the test server, and I was able to then be able to fly this Phoenix right here. This is just a basic fit I made. Very, very basic. Very, very basic. I'm not at all good at flying capital ships. So this is like super basic level stuff that I just tried to put together. I've never used a capital ship before, but I just put some basic torpedoes and put that together to see if this could be something that we could use to destroy these rogue drones. But I can imagine I wouldn't be surprised if this fails horribly. One thing also that the reason I went with the Phoenix and not the Revelation is that I like actually the Revelation. I think it's a very cool looking ship. The thing is, I've heard that capital weapons have really bad applications, so I can imagine what would happen if there's a lot of these NPCs. They're going to get up close. Maybe we won't be able to hit a lot of them. I think that'll be quite frustrating. So that's why I'm going with the Phoenix instead with the rapid torpedo launchers. It's going to be a bit more consistent damage, I think, because they'll always be able to hit. Even if they're not able to like apply fully, they're always going to be able to hit. Not like guns, which will never be able to hit if something is orbiting too close. So let's undock and do this. Undock and do this. Hopefully we'll be able to destroy these rogue drones that come, because how it's supposed to work is that you deploy this beacon and like rogue drones come and try to attack you when you're at this beacon. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but it's something like that. Okay, warp to the... Oh, wait, are we not able to? Restricted by safety, so we're going to have to go disable safety. There we go. I think this Phoenix looks really cool. I like the design of it, like the very cuboid kind of shape, and it looks pretty aggressive. I do wish it would get a remodel though to be a little bit more modern looking, but I think the overall theme is pretty cool. Very Caldari-like. Doesn't seem to have particularly good skins though, unfortunately. Unfortunate. Sometimes some skins just some ships don't really have any good skins. You can put these target painters here. This smart bomb is going to be using this for getting application on tiny stuff that's very close. Siege module is like the Bastion module. As I said before, this is the first time I'm undocking in a capital ship. This is all new to me. All new to me. Siege module is pretty much like the Bastion module as far as I understand. It has a bit of a longer cycle time though. I think it's 5 minutes instead of like 30 seconds like the, you know, the Marauders. But man, that jump there, or that warp, was very slow. You can really get the feeling of how gigantic these capital ships are. I'm going to go into dead space, not dead space, but a safe spot here. And we're going to then use this. Like it's not like Abyss. I don't think we will teleport to a location. It's sort of like, it'll be almost like a kind of survival game. Like stuff will keep spawning on us, until the boss comes. I think that's how it works. So we can launch for self. Launch for self. Come on. Have to wait a little bit until the warp drive is not active anymore. There we go. Launch for... Can't deploy... Oh, it can only be deployed in a system with 0.4 or lower. Okay, well, let's move. So we use this move command, and now we're in the system of MDMLJ. You can see if we can go and find a safe spot here. Safe. And then we'll just warp to this safe and just deploy it there. Oh, this is just such a slow warp speed compared to the sub-capitals I usually use. Maybe I could have used like an MWD or something to speed up the warp speed. I'm not sure what kind of damage type these rogue drones do. This is the absolute first time I'm doing this. Only thing I know is that you can get good loot from this. The damage type that is usually optimal to do against rogue drones is EM. But they can sometimes differ. In certain L4 missions, you can see that there's some rogue drones that have the lowest in explosive. So that's why I'm carrying explosive and EM missiles, just to, you know, hopefully cover a bit of a broader spectrum of damage types or resist types. We've got this explosive smart bomb here. Maybe I should have gone with the EM smart bomb, to be honest. Oh, 150,000 kilometers feels like it's taking forever to go here. Oh, this is so slow. You could probably... Couldn't you? No. I was thinking in certain, like, really fast ships with, like, 50 MN MWDs on little Dremiels, for example, we could maybe go fast and we warped right there, but I was thinking not in thousands of kilometers. Okay, takes us a good time to get to this spot right here. 2,000 meters away. Wow. Deploy now. And there's only allowed to be one in this system. Okay. That's unfortunate, so we're going to have to find a new system then. Oof, there seems to be a big fight going on here or something. There's a lot of players, it seems. It's just empty ships, I think. In the meantime, while I'm warping, I can see if I can erect these rats right here. I think there's something. Oh wait, never mind. We do like no damage without the siege module on, unfortunately. Okay, so there's no one in this system right here.
Warp drive active.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to warp to some nearby celestial. We can just deploy this maybe. 100,000 kilometers of a citadel. Okay. This is a really big system. This is really annoying. Okay, so warp to this planet over here. Let's see if this works now. We deployed it. Alright. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Activate these modules. I'll only siege up until I start actually seeing targets on grid, because I don't know if it'll be worth it otherwise, since you have to stay stuck here for 5 minutes. Begin link. Ship starts to link with the CONCORD analysis beacon. Alright. That's quite interesting. So it's like basically this is sort of doing some kind of research on the rogue drones as far as I understand. It's like doing some kind of research operation, and the rogue drones want to hinder us from doing this. Can open this cargo over here. Doesn't seem like anything is happening. Linking in 3 minutes. Okay. Something will happen in 3 minutes. Sit here and wait. Seems like I'm getting some resistance bonuses here, so I'm a bit tankier than I usually would be. Yeah, you see that? Look at that. The resists with and without what we've got right here. 10% resists. As far as I understand, this only is really allowed with capital ships, and I think it's a bit unfortunate. I think they should allow sub-capitals to also do this, but like you would probably need like a fleet of them or something. You'd need many. Like it wouldn't be possible in a solo one. I don't know. Who am I to say? It is kind of cool that you have a solo capital ship activity that is made specifically for that. You don't really have that anywhere else in EVE. Okay, so the analysis beacon has completed the link. We're just going to sit here for this long time. Oh, there's rats spawning now. Look at that. I didn't see them on my overview. I'd have to add them to overview. There we go. Look at that. We've got some NPCs here. Deploy this siege module. Oh, we need to have some ammunition for the siege module. Oh my gosh. Use the smart bomb. Could you maybe buy something in here for the strontium clathrates? Can we do it in the system? There's one away from here. That's a lot of damage actually coming from this infested Dominix. Let's see the damage type here. Go with the strontium clathrates. A line here. Okay. Resist profile. Omni structure. Shield is pretty typical shield. And armor is kinetic is the lowest. So, okay, I think kinetic is probably the optimal type here. Would you look at that? Okay, but I'm gonna warp out of here. Get the strontium clathrates. The optimal damage type is probably kinetic or thermal. That's a big bounty, look at that. 4.7 million on a battleship? Whoa. They were doing a lot of damage for battleships though. Alright, got the strontium clathrates. Let's go. I think it's some kind of fuel you need to be able to power all these capital ship modules. I think you need it to jump or something. Alright, I'm back. Let's see now, we've got some NPCs over here. Let's see if we can start attacking these guys. Bastion up. Or siege up. Okay, let's see if we can do some proper damage now. Oof, that's a lot bigger boost, I think, than before. I think it speeds up the boost and cycle time the same way the siege module that works on the Marauders. Yeah, oof. The first time I'm ever using a Dreadnought. First time I've ever used a Phoenix and sieging up like that. I've never done that before. Oh, that 12,000 volley. Wow. These are very tanky battleships, though, I have to say, the ones we're up against. Very powerful. We'll use this smart bomb right here. Smart bomb will be here to help us with a bit of the small stuff. We don't need to use it right now. We've got this cat booster that can aid us with the capacitor. Thing is, I've noticed with the capital ships there, stuff to recharge really slowly. Shields recharge slowly, capacitor recharges slowly, everything recharges really slowly. Let's see now this infested prophecy. A prophecy doesn't look like that. It looks like an excavator drone. Okay. But we'll get some good ticks from that because I saw there was very high bounties on those ships right there. We'll see when the next wave comes in. I think it just continues like this, really. They have like a wave survival defense. I like it. I think it's quite cool how like you're sort of like in a survival mode. Gonna boost up a little bit here. Oh, more NPCs. Reminds me a bit of Triglavian hunting. You know how they're like waves upon waves come in? Something like that. And I also like that there's pretty big stuff. It's not tiny crap. Like there's those obviously those drones we saw before, but they died pretty quickly. We could probably also use the smart bomb for that. Otherwise, we're applying pretty well with these torpedoes over here. Infested Brutix. That doesn't look like a Brutix. Does not look like a Brutix. I think they may have got the model wrong on the test server, something like that. I don't like this big circle over here. It looks kind of weird. Like, I'm just seeing, look, it's completely blocking my view. Take actually quite a bit of damage. I mean, look how big our shields are. They do go through them quite quickly. They get some big volleys on, even from a Brutix. That is pretty proper, actually. Oh. These rogue drones are no joke right here. Even though they're subcaps, I feel like these are almost more powerful than Marauders, these subcaps we've got right here. There's a lot of kinetic damage incoming. Seems like the majority of the damage is kinetic damage. You'll see here. Try to get an idea, because that Typhoon did kinetic damage. I know that there was a Raven before that also did kinetic damage. I wonder if you could salvage these wrecks. I wouldn't be surprised if you can. They don't have any salvaging capabilities in this Dreadnought though, unfortunately. If we put a mobile tractor unit, we could have maybe put some salvages in the utility. That could be a possibility. Maybe have a Noctis or something as well. Not much is really happening, it seems. It's pretty stale right now, to be honest. I mean, it's hard to do a lot that's really interactive like Abyss with capital ships because they are very immobile ships. It's not like we're going to have to do any particular moving or anything like special maneuvers or something like that. This is pretty much what the most you could think of, I think, simplest way to get some kind of ISK-making activity, PvE activity for capital ships. I wonder what other kind of ways they could maybe make them be a bit more interactive. Seems like I've got this timer here, 7 minutes, and I'm guessing that when these NPCs are here, it stops or something? Yeah, disrupted, there we go. So basically, this thing I think has to count down to 10 minutes, and then I'll complete this, is how I think it's going to work. Again, I have really basic capital ship skills, really bad capital ship skills, pretty much level 1 all capital ship skills. My character's got a lot of sub-cap skills. That's what my character is very good at, but it's not got at all good capital ship skills. I can show you right here. I just injected the absolute basics. Skill catalog. Let's see now, Dreadnought. So yeah, Caldari Dreadnought level 1. Capital ships. Level 3 capital ships. So now this thing is going to start ticking again until basically the 10-minute timer has gone out. Okay, more NPCs right now. That went... How much time went by here? About a minute of time on the timer for each wave. So this seems like a pretty like extensive activity right here. Like it'll take quite a bit of time to complete this whole thing. Like maybe I think half an hour, something like that. At least you can warp off. There doesn't seem to be scrams here, so that's actually pretty cool. No scrams. Maybe is a bad thing if you want to have a very hardcore gameplay, but I think it's a bit more chill this way, where you can warp off if you need to. Don't risk losing your capital ship if you forget a fit or put some wrong fit in. A capacitor is like the recharge rate is really slow. This capacitor booster seems to be really good. I've not used a capacitor booster at all. I'm just waiting time at that like optimal recharge rate at like 37, 25%, something like that. Then I'll start using the capacitor booster to keep myself there. Okay, maybe in the meantime, between cycles or like between waves, we can reload our rapid torpedo launchers. That's actually pretty good, I think. Oh, there's more NPCs here. Never mind. Oof. 14,000 from this Oracle over here as a wrecking shot. A volley of 14,000. Wow. Maybe use this capacitor booster right here to get a bit of extra capacitor going on. Ooh, there's a lot of incoming damage. I'm having to use my capacitor booster pretty much all the time here, actually. Okay, we'll stop here, save a bit of capacitor. We'll just boost to max shields real quick. I feel like the waves might be getting a little bit harder. I feel like they're doing more damage now than they did in the beginning. Let's see if our ship even is able to survive. It's killing them very quickly though, so I like that. Oh, we're running out of cap boosters actually. Uh-oh, this might be the end of our Phoenix right here, because our capacitor is not holding up that well. And with cam batteries, it's not the same thing as the like sub-capital ships. I find the capital cam batteries are really bad. Like this cap booster uses so much capacitor. I would have to like use capacitor control circuits and everything here to get it to be cap stable. This Abaddon right here has a pretty cool model. Torn up hull right here. This you can get this as the skin, the Cryptic Mimesis skin actually. Man, we're gonna run out of cap boosters actually. I wonder if we could put these cap boosters in here. 3 minutes 50 seconds left. I'm gonna align out and warp out because I need some more capacitor boosters. I don't have any capacitor boosters left. I'm going to get shredded by these guys otherwise. Oh, we got a tick right there. 26 million. Quite little for a Dreadnought. But we weren't obviously doing this optimally. Okay, got the cap boosters now. Put them in here. Let's see if we can put them in the fuel bay. No, we can't put it in here. Ship maintenance bay maybe? Oh, we can put some in the fleet hangar though. That's pretty cool. We can fit a bunch of these here. Okay, nice. Okay. I am back now in the Phoenix. It took a really long time to get those cap boosters because I actually went a wrong direction. I went in like a wrong system. So the warp time is just obscenely slow in these capital ships. It took me like a good 5 minutes to be able to, yeah, a good 5-10 minutes to be able to get those cap boosters from a system that was just right next door. Let's get to this. I think that there's like a capital ship that spawns in as the boss. We'll see. This smart bomb hardly does any damage. I don't think it's worth it for these tiny ships, to be honest. Better to have a salvage, and maybe if this gives any salvage. Some really good bounties here on these guys. Like a cruiser, 3 million ISK. This infested eagle over here. Infested jaguar. Okay, so we continue here where we were before. So 3 minutes left on the clock. Oof. I think I got 1.5 million from just killing that jaguar over there. Infested jaguar. Like a frigate, 1.5 million. Can you believe that? It's a lot of ISK for just a frigate kill. Usually they give like no ISK at all. They're coming in so frequently. We're barely getting any timer down on this clock right here. They're doing like damage to this, I think. If we go here and lock this up, we can maybe see the HP. I think they're trying to attack this. Yeah, you see that? Look, they're trying to do damage to this. So that's what we have to do. We have to like protect this. You can see the HP. It's got a lot of HP though. But we want to make sure that this thing doesn't die. Oof, look at that, they're attacking it. Come on, only 3 minutes left. Remove wreck from overview to get a bit of a better sightage. This would be very risky in Nullsec because you're sort of bound to this location here. I don't know if you can see this on the overview, but I'm very certain you'll be easily able to find this with like a combat scanner probe. Oh, we're doing damage. There's not the NPCs are doing damage, it's that we're doing damage to this beacon because of this the smart bomb right here. Silly me. Noob flies capital ships. Okay, wave destroyed. 2 minutes left. Come on. I want to see that enemy capital ship at the end. I don't even know if they can spawn capital ships all the time at the end. Maybe it's just sometimes like a rare spawn. Like, you know how in anomalies you have these commander spawns that can occasionally spawn? I wonder if it works the same way. This circle seems to be the timer right here. So when it's gone all the way back here, that's when it's done. See, it's slowly becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. The capacitor right here. Because I've been wondering a lot when I see EVE Online YouTubers when they're using capital ships, I see them always moving stuff in inventories, and I don't understand why they do. Why didn't they just put auto reloaders on it? But that's because these are, you know, in this special fuel bay right here. You can move these into the capacitor booster from there. This is a lot more space there. 30 seconds, okay. Almost done. Come on now. So I wonder what you get when you do this whole site. Some special reward? Or it's just that there's a chance of maybe a capital ship spawning in? Or does always the capital ship spawn in? Okay, it's done. Maybe you get something inside of this? I wonder if this is like the final wave or something? It doesn't look particularly special though. It looks like just every other wave that I've been seeing before. Oh, look, that thing exploded now. CONCORD Rogue Analysis Beacon Wreck. Just to wait until this bastion timer has... the siege time has ended. So I'm guessing the capital spawn that you can get in the end is just something that occasionally happens, not all the time. Because we didn't get any ISK bounty at least. We got some special... well, we did from those NPCs we destroyed, but maybe this is like some special loot you can get. Okay, we've got another bounty tick right there, 20 million, not that much, because I had to warp in and out all the time. Let's see what's in this wreck. Okay, so this is interesting. We've got these rogue drone survey data. 89 million. This looks a lot like the abyssal caches. You know, you get these items here. This is a mutaplasmin that I can imagine this is worth a lot. Rogue drone range mutaplasmin. And then rogue drone survey data, which is probably something you sell to like NPC buy orders, something like that. I can imagine, because it seems to be a fixed value here, 100,000. Alright, there we go. So we've got like some decent ISK right there. I mean, if we were to be able to do this fast, and we didn't do it that quickly, the ticks would have been a lot higher. I can imagine we would have been able to do this in like 20-30 minutes. And we'd probably get like 100 plus million ISK, 150 million ISK from this. So about maybe 300 million ISK an hour if we're doing this decently fast. Like, I'm, again, really new to these capital ships. I'm not at all good at using them, both in terms of actual skills, but also in-game skills as well. And then I had to warp in and out as well because of those stupid like capacitor boosters and all that kind of stuff. So I could have saved a lot of time in that regard. Anyway, it seems like a pretty decent like activity that we can have actually some focused, capital-focused PvE. It's not something that we usually see. Usually, you know, PvE focuses on the subcaps. It is a bit like basic though. It's not like there's nothing like super amazing or interactive about it. You're just sitting there shooting, and that's all it is really. But I mean, it shows that it's not that difficult. A pretty basic Dreadnought is able to do them. Like, I've not got crazy good skills. I was able to do it pretty decently fine as long as I had enough capacitor boosters. So there we go. The new CONCORD Rogue Analysis Beacons. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.